Good afternoon. I actually want to share a story about my elder sister. And I was just thinking about doing this Think and Grow Rich. It's really this morning I was thinking, wow, my elder sister's got so many of these qualities and she never gives up. She's determined. She's persistent in what she does. She has the desire. She makes a decision. And what had happened when we always, me, my two sisters and my brother, we always had a job. We had from school, we done paper rounds, we worked in paper shops. I worked in a hairdresser. We've always just had different jobs. The racket centre, we always worked. And I had a desire to go work overseas, and I went to work overseas. And my sister phoned me, hey, you're enjoying yourself too much. I want to come and join you. So she came and joined me. Anyway, then obviously when the season ended, we went back, worked in the day, worked in the night in a bar, worked in a nightclub to earn money to go away again. Anyway, I went again to Tenerife. Hey, you're having too much fun again. I'm going to join you again. So she joined me again, me and my friend, and we went over there and we worked there. And I remember my mum and my dad were going to come out on holiday, and I was working in the reception, and I had money, and I could also cut hair. So I would go down, and there wasn't a hairdresser close. We were in Kalasavaki, so I would go around and cut hair. And then I said, come, okay, I've earned some money. Let's go to the chicken shack tonight and have chicken for dinner. Oh, I've got some money. Let's go and do this. So we lived on my money. I paid the rent and I paid for everything. And she was really despondent and fed up when my mum and dad were coming over. Oh, they're going to see I'm not doing well and they'll be disappointed in me. I said, they don't need to know. I'm paying the rent. I've got the food. We'll get by. Don't worry about it. And she was so determined to get sales. All of a sudden that day, I remember they arrived. She got 3 sales in one day. She got the spiffs, which was an incentive. They would give you money on the spot. She got money coming in. She got sales and she just soared. All of a sudden she just took off. She was so determined to get there, and she did. And she's always been a good salesperson. She done insurance, she done sales. She always was the top in every single month, the top salesperson. And whatever there was a toaster or a coffee machine or an iron or whatever it was, they were giving incentive away. She would win it every single month. She would do Sky TV, whatever she done, she just could sell. And then she decided she wanted to be a midwife. She wanted to spend more time with her daughter, and she went into midwifery. It was a 7-year course, and she had done it in 3.5. So yeah, my mum and dad had to look after her daughter and help her, but she was determined. She studied, she done it. And then when she got in to be a midwife, she done so well. She was even training people that had been in the profession for years, and she just always done well. And then she was like one day, she goes, I really want to go overseas. I'm getting older now, I'm getting that I just wanted to do something. I said, well, you know what? Look for something. Look and trust in God. Ask him to open the door for you. And all of a sudden, she looked in one of her midwifery magazines, and a position was opened up in Dubai. She ended up applying for it, doing Skype interviews, and she ended up opening a birthing unit in Dubai from scratch. Things she'd never even did. She did midwifery, but she'd never opened the whole birthing unit. So she really learned about it and went in, and she got this position for 5 years, and she opened up the unit, and she'd really done well. And one of her aims was to pay off her bond, which she did. Anyway, then she decided she's going to come back to the UK when her 5 years was up, and she's going to slow down a bit, and she went into sonography and doing all the scans. She went into it, she had to learn, and she's always persisted and had a desire. Then she's like, I want to go, I need to get a full-time job, I want to get back into the National Health, which was an impossibility because she's been out of it for so long. Anyway, she went for an interview and she didn't get it. Then she went for another interview and they said, you probably would have got it if you had more specialized knowledge on this. So she went back and learned and reapplied for the job. She went and she got it for a ridiculous amount of money from what she'd been earning. Really good salary, really good perks and everything, and she wanted to get into it. She specialized in that. She learned what she needed to learn to get into it, and she wanted to grow, and she had that desire, she had that persistence. Then earlier in the year, she went with a makeup company. We started doing these products, and they're really nice products for a company called Tropic, and she started doing it, and she was under another lady, and she would just sell the products because she loved it so much. So she would just give it to all of us and let all of us buy off her. And she started that. Then she had people underneath her that were buying off her. Now she's an ambassador. She's just grown in the company in leaps and bounds. Oh, I want to get 50% off this month to get my kit. I'm going to do this. The other day, I'm going to get 75%. Oh, I won't get the 100%. Yeah, actually, yes, I will. I'm going to go for the 100%, so I'll get the 100% off. And I said yesterday, oh, don't worry, I'm going to get it. She's just determined, and I'm thinking about it, and she got it. Before the 6th, which is tomorrow, she's got it. And it was a ridiculous amount to get. And in this Think and Grow, she tells us determination, desire, persistence, making a decision, specialized knowledge, organized planning. And I wrote a few things down and I thought, wow, all of these, as I was thinking about her doing it, she's just a go-getter. She looks for something and is exactly in this book. Most of the people in there were not they didn't have great education. It didn't mean to say they weren't knowledgeable about things. They just didn't have great education for things they learned at school. but they have specialized knowledge in what they wanted. Henry Ford wanted to do this. He made himself well known and a very wealthy man from motor cars. There was just so many in this book that had a decision, they had a desire, they persisted, and they just never gave up. And I just looked at that and I thought, wow, even though my sister's husband calls her a pessimist, she's very negative about situations, she is just a go-getter. She's just determined that if she goes for something, she's going to get it. Determination. And I just want to encourage someone today, as I was really encouraged looking back at her life. She just never gave up, persisted. I mean, she's older than me. We're late now. People say, oh, you're too old to do that. No, we're not. We're still here. We've got a plan. We've got a purpose. Doesn't matter how old we are. Learn something new. Get that knowledge. Get that desire back. Get that passion stirred up again inside you. And let's go out there. And, if we believe in God, He said that nothing is impossible. He said that nothing is impossible. And we've got to believe that everything that we are putting our hands to shall prosper. And if we really want to do it and we have that desire, that we are going to get it. And that is what faith is, believing that nothing is impossible. And I just wanted to share that to hopefully encourage somebody else as I'm sharing the story about my sister Sally today. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody. God bless.